How to be silently attractive. Ever stop to think about how silence can be more enticing than words? Imagine stepping into a scene where the world incessantly bombards you with demands to be seen, to be heard. It's tremendously easy to overlook the profound impact of simply standing still. The ancient Stoics, with their deep insights, were pioneers in recognizing the formidable power embedded in tranquility, the kind of robustness that magnetically draws others without uttering a single word. Visualize yourself entering a gathering where, almost magically, you become the center of attention. Not through loud statements or extravagant gestures, but because you exude such a fascinating aura that it feels like you're communicating deeply without speaking. This isn't just a fantasy drawn from legends or dusty philosophical texts. It's a tangible reality that you can actualize in your life. Today, let's delve into the concept of silent attraction, inspired by the enduring wisdom of Stoicism. This journey is about more than making a striking entrance. It's about creating a memorable impact that resonates as easily as breathing. Have you ever felt overshadowed in an incessantly noisy world? Now is your chance to discover how your silence can speak volumes. We're about to uncover the secrets that allow you to become irresistibly magnetic, to effortlessly captivate attention, all through mastering the ancient art of Stoic charm. If you find value in the path we're traveling together, exploring the deep realms of silence and sagacity, consider showing your support in a simple and free way by subscribing. And remember, if you've ever felt like you're different from the crowd, this message was crafted especially for you. Don't miss any part of our discussion. You're the rare gem we've been waiting for. Together, let's embark on this journey, embracing the silent and powerful essence that defines true magnetism. Why shout to be seen when your silence can echo much louder? Let's explore this together and unlock the enigmatic power of attraction that the Stoics mastered so brilliantly. Number 1, the power of silence. Just imagine, how many times do we find ourselves in situations where words simply don't seem enough? In those moments, it's silence that speaks volumes. It's not just the absence of sound, but a universal language laden with meanings and possibilities. Have you ever noticed how a pause at the right moment can completely change the atmosphere of a conversation? In this context, silence isn't mere emptiness, it's an eloquent presence. It invites us to listen, not only to what is being said, but also to what is being left unsaid. In a world where everyone seems to compete for attention through a constant barrage of words, choosing silence can be a revolutionary act. Consider, for example, in important meetings or even heated debates. The one who knows how to use silence masters the art of controlling the rhythm and flow of interaction. This strategic silence can be employed as a tool to emphasize points, generate anticipation, or even to allow others to reveal more about their own positions. Moreover, silence is essential for self-awareness. How many times do we get lost in thoughts, worries, and plans without truly connecting with our inner selves? By silencing ourselves, we create space for our minds to calm down and our intuition to speak louder. As Epictetus teaches us, we should not speak about anything before we have made it rest in our inner self, becoming part of ourselves. This is an invitation for you to experience. Reserve a moment of the day to simply be silent. Observe what arises when you allow yourselves to just be, without external interferences. And for those who lead, understanding the power of silence can completely transform the way they influence and inspire their teams. A leader who effectively uses silence demonstrates confidence and security, qualities that are naturally magnetic. It's no coincidence that many of the great leaders in history were masters in the use of silence. So how about we start seeing silence not as a barrier, but as a bridge? A bridge that connects us more deeply with others and with ourselves. A bridge that can lead to more authentic and meaningful communication. Number 2, personal expression through style. Think about the last time you saw someone with a striking style. It's not just about the clothes, right? It's about how that person presents themselves to the world, about the story they choose to tell without saying a single word. Personal style is a powerful language, a form of expression that allows each of us to communicate who we are, our beliefs, and even our dreams. It's essential to understand that our style is much more than passing trends or what's considered in fashion. It's about finding pieces that resonate with our deepest identity, that make our inner selves shine outwardly as well. When someone aligns their exterior with their essence, that authenticity is not only perceived but also felt by those around them. As Seneca advises us, live according to your own law. Keep your faithfulness to it. And if there is a discrepancy between your words and your life, trust your life. This principle encourages us to be true to our inner identity in all forms of expression, including how we dress. And speaking of authenticity, how can we ensure that our personal style is a faithful reflection of our personality? It starts with self-acceptance. Accepting who you are, with all your quirks and unique characteristics, is the first step in conveying that through your clothing choices. It's about feeling comfortable in your own skin and then dressing in a way that complements that. Consider, for example, how colors, textures, and even accessories can say so much about a person. Someone who loves vibrant colors and bold patterns may be showing the world their energy and passion for life. On the other hand, a preference for neutral tones and classic cuts can communicate a more calm and thoughtful approach. Each choice is a brushstroke on the canvas of each person's life. Moreover, personal style isn't static. It evolves with you. As we grow and change, our style choices should also reflect those transformations. It's a continuous process of alignment and realignment, ensuring that what we show to the world is always the truest representation of who we are at that moment. So, I ask you, Stoic friends, does your current style truly reflect who you are, or are there adjustments that could be made to bring more authenticity? How can you use your personal style as a tool to express not only your personality, but also your deepest beliefs and values? Genuinely incorporating personal expression through style is not just about dressing to impress, it's about dressing to express. It's an invitation for each of us to look inward, recognize our unique truth, and then share it with the world, confidently and authentically. Number 3, body language. Body language, that powerful form of non-verbal communication, has the unique ability to reveal our feelings and intentions, often more eloquently than our own words. Think about it. A simple gesture, a posture, a glance. All these elements can convey a wealth of information about who we are and what we're thinking or feeling. But what if we go further? What if we start aligning our body language not only with what we want to communicate, but also with our deepest values and virtues? This not only enhances how we express ourselves, but also strengthens our authenticity. Let's consider, for example, posture. An upright and open posture not only conveys confidence, but also receptivity and openness to others. Qualities that many of us value and aspire to cultivate. Similarly, eye contact can show our willingness to connect and our respect for the interlocutor. Have you ever thought about how small adjustments in how we carry ourselves can make a big difference in how others perceive us and, more importantly, how we feel about ourselves? It's also crucial to reflect on how the congruence between our body language and our internal values can impact our personal and professional relationships. When someone perceives that their body language is genuine and aligned with ethical and moral principles, trust is established quickly, As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the integrity of your life depends on you holding fast to your principles, even when no one is watching. People perceive this integrity and are naturally drawn to it. In addition to reflecting values, body language can be a reflection of our virtues. For example, patience and tolerance can be expressed through active listening and a relaxed posture, while determination and strength can be communicated through firm and decisive gestures. Now I invite you to think, how can you use your body language to more faithfully reflect your dearest values? What small changes can you implement to ensure that your body not only speaks, but truly speaks about who you are and what you value? At this moment, the proposal is this. Let's use our body not only as a communication tool, but as a vehicle of authentic expression, reinforcing who we are and what we believe in. How about we start this journey of alignment today? Number 4, the importance of cologne. Cologne is more than just a pleasant fragrance. It's a powerful form of personal expression. Each scent has the ability to tell a story, evoke memories, and convey nuances of our personality without a single word being spoken. Imagine for a moment if each person could choose a cologne that truly represented their essence. It wouldn't just be about smelling good, but about communicating to the world who you are in a deeply personal and meaningful way. When choosing a cologne, we're selecting an invisible yet incredibly perceptible trait of our identity. Each note, whether citrusy, floral, or woody, can reveal something about our preferences, our lifestyle, and even our mood. It's as if each fragrance were a piece of a puzzle that composes our public image. Think about the different contexts in which a cologne can make all the difference. In a job interview, for example, a soft and discreet scent can convey professionalism and care. On a date, a more striking cologne can leave a lasting impression, a trademark of who you are. But how do you choose the right cologne? The process begins with a deep understanding of yourself. What emotions do you want to evoke? What aspects of your personality do you want to highlight? Trying out different fragrances can be a journey of self-discovery, where each scent tested brings out different facets of who you are. As Epictetus suggests, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. In this sense, choosing a cologne is a deliberate response to how we want the world to perceive and interact with us. Moreover, choosing a cologne can be a form of respect and consideration for others. By opting for fragrances that are pleasing not only to ourselves, but also considered appropriate and appealing in various social settings, we're establishing a respectful and pleasant connection with the people around us. Now reflect with me. Which cologne would you choose to represent your stories, your dreams, and your aspirations? How can this scent help strengthen the image you want to project to the world? Choosing a cologne, therefore, is not a trivial decision. It's an act of communication, a sign of how we want to be perceived and remembered. And, like any form of expression, when chosen well, a cologne can become an unmistakable signature, an echo of our presence even after we've left a room. Number 5, enchanting manners. Enchanting manners, that delicate art of interacting with grace and respect, have a transformative power in human relationships. It's not just about etiquette or formalities. It's about how we connect with others genuinely and thoughtfully. Imagine how small gestures of courtesy can not only brighten someone's day, but also leave a lasting impression. When we talk about enchanting manners, we're talking about authentic attention to the needs and feelings of others. A simple please or thank you, said sincerely, can make all the difference. As Epictetus teaches us, it's not what we say that really matters, but what we do, for words are but the manifestation of desire. And it's not just that. Truly being present in conversations, listening without interruptions, and showing genuine interest in others' stories are ways of demonstrating respect and appreciation that strengthen bonds. And why is this so important? Because in a world where everyone is always rushing, a person who takes the time to be kind and attentive stands out. This not only improves the surrounding environment, but also establishes a solid foundation for lasting relationships, whether personal or professional. Think about everyday situations. A friendly greeting upon arriving at work, offering help without being asked, or even giving up your seat on public transportation. These are simple actions, but they show consideration for others and promote an atmosphere of cooperation and mutual respect. Now let's go further. How can these practices influence our personal and professional image? Being known for your courtesy and good manners can open doors and create opportunities. People tend to want to collaborate, work and connect with those who treat them well, creating a positive cycle of constructive interactions. So I invite you to reflect. Which enchanting manners do you already practice, and which ones could you start incorporating into your routines? How could these actions not only improve your relationships, but also help you build a reputation as a kind and respectful person? Incorporating enchanting manners into our daily lives is an invitation to live more harmoniously and consciously. It's a step towards a world where respect and kindness are the norm, not the exception. And after all, who wouldn't want to be remembered as someone who truly makes a difference in people's lives? Number 6, presence and attention. The practice of being fully present in each interaction is one of the cornerstones of Stoic philosophy, which teaches us about the importance of attention and awareness in the present moment. This isn't just a useful skill, it's a form of respect that elevates the quality of our human connections to another level. Being fully present means more than simply physically showing up. It means engaging with the now, with the person or task in front of us, without the distractions of thoughts about the past or worries about the future. In an era dominated by multitasking and constant technological interruptions, this ability to fully focus on a person or a task is not only rare, but deeply valued. In Stoic philosophy, full presence is seen as a path to virtue and wisdom. It allows us not only to truly listen, but also to better observe and understand others. This empowers us to respond more thoughtfully and less reactively, aligned with our deepest values and principles. Think about how this applies in everyday life. When you're talking to someone and give that person your full attention, without checking your phone or letting your mind wander, you're communicating that they are important to you. This mindful attention can completely transform the quality of the interaction, making it more meaningful and satisfying for both parties. But how can we cultivate this presence? It starts with awareness. We need to first recognize the moments when our attention wanders and then practice bringing our focus back to the present. This can be aided by mindfulness techniques, which teach us to observe our thoughts and sensations without judgment and to gently return to the here and now. As Marcus Aurelius advises us, concentrate wholly on what you are doing now, as if it were the last thing of your life. This approach can transform our presence, making it deeper and more meaningful, and allowing us to make the most of every interaction. Moreover, the Stoics advise us to prepare the mind for each task or interaction, reflecting on how we can approach it consciously and in line with our values. This includes thinking about how we can be helpful, how we can learn from the situation, and how we can treat others with respect and compassion. Now I ask you, how could the practice of being fully present improve your personal and professional relationships? What changes would you notice if you gave each moment the attention it deserves? Developing the ability to be present is a gift we give to ourselves and to others. It's a way to enrich our experiences and to live more fully and consciously. Let's together cultivate this state of presence, turning each interaction into an opportunity for genuine and deep connection. Number 7, the touch of mystery. There's undeniably something attractive about mystery. When we don't reveal everything about ourselves all at once, we create an intriguing space that can arouse curiosity and interest in the people around us. The touch of mystery is this subtle art of sharing just enough to engage, always leaving a silent invitation to discover more. Think about this, Stoics. When we meet someone who shares everything about themselves immediately, although it may seem open and accessible, often the charm of discovery is lost. On the other hand, someone who holds back some information, who speaks through actions more than words, or who simply leaves questions hanging in the air, can become fascinatingly enigmatic. This isn't an invitation to be dishonest or overly reserved, but rather to value one's personal narrative in such a way that each chapter is revealed at the right time. It's like a good book that doesn't unravel its plot in the first few pages, but, page after page, builds a growing interest and a deeper connection with the reader. As Seneca observed, we often miss acquiring that which we could have acquired if we hadn't professed to want it too much. Therefore, maintaining a bit of mystery can be a subtle way to engage others, encouraging them to want to discover more for themselves. So how can we apply the touch of mystery in our daily lives? It starts with the choice of which stories to tell and which details to save for discovery over time. Perhaps it's an undisclosed passion in the early conversations, or details of a trip that are only revealed after genuine interest is shown. Moreover, body language and presence can also be shrouded in mystery. A glance that seems to say something more, a smile that appears in a thoughtful moment, or even the choice to be present without imposing too much. These are all elements that can add layers of depth to our persona. But why are people attracted to mystery? It's simple. Humans are naturally curious. The unknown challenges us, invites us to explore, to understand. By maintaining a level of mystery, we're stirring people's natural curiosity, making them want to invest time and energy into getting to know us better. So reflect with me. What aspects of your lives could benefit from a little more mystery? How can you cultivate this aura without losing authenticity? Incorporating the touch of mystery isn't just a strategy to be more interesting. It's a way to respect the natural rhythm of human relationships, where mutual knowledge unfolds over time, creating stronger and lasting connections. Number 8, culture and global wisdom. In an increasingly interconnected world, understanding and valuing cultural diversity is not just a matter of respect, but a real need to enrich our lives and interactions. Culture and global wisdom encourages us to explore and embrace the multiplicity of customs, traditions, and perspectives that make up our planet. By doing so, we not only broaden our horizons, but also build bridges of understanding that are essential for harmonious and productive coexistence. Think about the incredible treasure trove of knowledge that each culture possesses. From cuisine, through music, to spiritual practices, each cultural element carries centuries of wisdom and experience. By educating ourselves about these riches, we not only increase our cultural repertoire, but also develop a deeper appreciation for the experiences and life stories of other people. But how can we effectively engage with global wisdom? It starts with curiosity and respect. This means being open to learning, questioning, and above all, listening. When we interact with people from different cultures, it's essential to adopt a learner's posture, where each conversation can be a valuable lesson. Moreover, knowledge of different languages can be a powerful tool on this journey. Mastering another language is not just about communication. It's a direct gateway to another culture's heart and mind. Imagine the depth of connection that can be achieved when you can speak to someone in their own language. Another important aspect is participation in cultural events and festivals. These are wonderful opportunities to directly experience aspects of other cultures through their arts, rituals, and modes of celebration. Each event is a chance to see the world through a new lens, to feel the pulse of humanity in its diverse beauty. What steps can you take to incorporate more of global wisdom into your lives? How can you turn curiosity into concrete actions that promote mutual understanding and respect? Encouraging the expansion of our knowledge about different cultures is more than an educational journey. It's a path to becoming a more empathetic and informed citizen of the world. By embracing this diversity, we not only enrich our own lives, but also contribute to a more cohesive and respectful world. Number 9, compassion. Compassion is one of the most powerful forces for bringing people together. It allows us to see beyond our differences and connect with others on a deeply human level. By practicing compassion, we not only alleviate the suffering of others, but also strengthen the bonds that form the foundation of cohesive and resilient communities. But what does it really mean to be compassionate? It's much more than feeling sorry. It's active empathy, a genuine desire to alleviate the suffering of others and a willingness to act on it. When we act with compassion, we show that we understand others' pain and are willing to do something to help. It's a recognition that, despite our superficial differences, we share common challenges, emotions, and aspirations. Imagine the impact compassion can have in situations of conflict or disagreement. By choosing compassion, we opt to respond with understanding and care rather than reaction and hostility. This can transform entire dynamics, promoting reconciliation and collaboration instead of division. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, may the force of your character be the rock on which the wave of adversity breaks. By practicing compassion, not only do we face adversity with greater resilience, but we also help dissipate the negative impact of these situations on others. Compassion is also crucial in our ability to create inclusive and welcoming communities. In a community where people feel cared for and supported, there's a greater willingness for engagement and cooperation. This not only improves individual quality of life, but also strengthens the social fabric as a whole. Moreover, practicing compassion can be enriching for ourselves. Research shows that being compassionate can improve our mental and physical well-being, increasing feelings of happiness and reducing stress. It's a two-way street where, by helping others, we also benefit. So how can we cultivate more compassion in our lives? It starts with practicing empathy and self-care, allowing ourselves to feel deeply and respond more wisely. It also involves educating ourselves about others' realities and challenging our own perceptions and biases. Now I invite you to reflect. In what ways can you be more compassionate in your daily interactions? How can you contribute to creating a community based on mutual care and support? Ultimately, compassion is a choice we can make every day, in every interaction. By opting for a compassionate approach, we're not only helping alleviate suffering in the world, but we're also building bridges that unite us, celebrating what we have in common and respecting our differences. Let's together strengthen this practice, transforming our society into a more humane and connected place. Number 10, laughter and joy. Laughter and joy, although they may not seem like central concepts of Stoic philosophy at first glance, are actually powerful elements within this tradition for cultivating resilience and forging deeper human connections. Stoic philosophy teaches us to accept the world as it is, to deal with adversity with serenity, and to maintain our inner tranquility. But this doesn't mean that laughter and joy are any less important. On the contrary, they are essential tools for relieving tensions and enriching our life experience. Consider how a moment of laughter can cut through the tension of a difficult situation, or how sharing a laugh can create an instant bond between strangers. Laughter is an expression of joy that not only lifts our own spirits, but also has the power to uplift those around us. It reminds us not to take life too seriously and to find lightness even in the most challenging circumstances. In the Stoic view, laughter is a way of celebrating our humanity and our ability to persevere in the face of challenges. Epictetus, one of the most notorious Stoic philosophers, suggested that we should face adversity with good humor, as it helps us maintain a balanced perspective on life. Joy and laughter in this sense are considered not only as emotional reactions, but as conscious choices we make to maintain our mental and emotional health. Moreover, laughing together is one of the quickest and most effective ways to establish a genuine human connection. It transcends linguistic and cultural barriers, creating a universal language of positivity and acceptance. When we laugh, we're more open to listening, sharing, and supporting each other, which strengthens social relationships and builds more cohesive communities. So how can we incorporate more laughter and joy into our lives, following Stoic principles? We can start by cultivating a sense of humor about our own imperfections and adversities. We can also actively seek out moments of joy and share them with others, whether through fun activities or simply enjoying life's small pleasures. Now I invite you to reflect. When was the last time you allowed yourself a good laugh? How can you use laughter not only to improve your own well-being, but also to connect more deeply with those around you? Laughter and joy are therefore not only vital components for a happy life, they are also practical expressions of Stoic wisdom that teaches us to value and savor every moment, no matter the challenge we face. Let's together cultivate this joy, transforming our daily journey into a richer and more fulfilling experience. Number 11. Self-care as a display of self-worth. Self-care is often seen as a luxury or indulgent act, but it's actually a profound expression of self-respect. Taking care of our physical, mental, and emotional health is crucial not only for our well-being, but also empowers us to be more present and positively contribute to the lives of those around us. When we're good with ourselves, we're better equipped to help others and face the challenges of daily life with energy and clarity. Think of self-care as honoring yourself. This care reflects healthy self-esteem and a deep respect for the life we have. It's not about being selfish. On the contrary, by ensuring that we are in our best state, we can offer the best of ourselves to others. As airplane safety instruction tells us, put on your own oxygen mask before helping others. This is a powerful reminder that taking care of oneself is essential for taking care of someone else. But what does practicing self-care really mean? It goes beyond spa treatments or rest days, although those can be valuable components. It involves activities that nurture the body, mind, and spirit, such as healthy eating, regular physical exercise, adequate rest time, mindfulness practice, and engagement in hobbies and interests that bring joy and meaning to life. Moreover, self-care is also about setting healthy boundaries. This means learning to say no when necessary, not to overload oneself with commitments that exceed your emotional or physical capacity. It also involves surrounding yourself with people who respect those boundaries and contribute positively to your well-being. By taking care of yourself, you're also role modeling healthy behavior for others. This can inspire friends, family, and colleagues to also prioritize their own well-being, creating a culture of self-care that benefits everyone. So I ask you, how can you incorporate more self-care practices into your routines? What activities make you feel recharged, happy, and respected by yourself? Remember, self-care is an essential pillar for a fulfilling and meaningful life. By investing time and effort in our own well-being, we're not only valuing our existence, but also maximizing our ability to do good in the world. Let's together recognize and practice self-care, not just as an act of self-love, but as a fundamental contribution to the common good. Number 12. Attraction of independence. Independence and self-sufficiency are highly valued qualities in many cultures and have a special appeal within Stoic philosophy, which esteems self-determination and the ability to live according to rational principles, regardless of external circumstances. Being independent not only strengthens individual character, but also radiates a magnetic attraction, as it reflects a person who is not easily shaken by life's ups and downs. In Stoic philosophy, independence is seen as a form of freedom. Stoics believe that true freedom comes from within, from the ability to govern one's own emotions and actions. As Epictetus reminds us, do not disturb yourself with what is beyond your control. Thus, a truly independent person is not merely someone who can fulfill their physical needs without help, but someone who possesses emotional and mental autonomy, able to maintain serenity and rationality in any situation. This independence is attractive because it suggests a complete person who does not seek in others the solution to their own emotional or physical gaps. This creates a gravitational field around them, as people are naturally drawn to those who exhibit self-confidence and self-control. There's a beauty in self-sufficiency that inspires others to aspire to the same level of autonomy and balance. However, it's important to note that Stoic independence does not promote isolation or insensitivity. On the contrary, it encourages the creation of healthy and meaningful relationships with others, based not on need, but on mutual respect and admiration. This approach not only enhances the quality of personal interactions, but also strengthens communities by encouraging each member to contribute autonomously and consciously. To cultivate this attractive independence, we can start by strengthening our emotional resilience, practicing reflection and self-questioning. This involves regularly examining our reactions and behaviors to ensure they align with our deepest values and goals. It also means dedicating time and effort to develop skills and knowledge that allow us to be more self-sufficient in various areas of life. Now reflect. In what ways can you promote your own independence? How can this improve not only your perception of yourself, but also how others see you? In summary, the attraction of independence is powerful because it reflects a person who is not only capable of taking care of themselves, but who also possesses the emotional and mental freedom to live a fulfilling and meaningful life on their own terms. Let's together value and develop our independence, becoming living examples of self-determination and inner strength. As we continue to explore the power of silent attraction, we realize that our quiet presence not only attracts but also transforms daily interactions. However, not all interactions are smooth. In our next video, we'll delve into a common challenge, dealing with rude people. How can we maintain our composure and influence even when faced with rudeness? Join us in the next video to discover Stoic strategies that allow us to handle these situations with grace and assertiveness. Don't forget to leave your like here. See you soon.